Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Please do me a favor, share the program. Share the program, invite others. Because a lot of people, a lot of people have abused me when it comes to this particular issue. Please join me online. Please. Let me share it. We are going to start now. Yes, let us start now. For those of you who are new on this platform, I welcome everyone. Good evening, lovely people. Good afternoon. Happy New Year. I know some people are in New Year already where they are, but I know in a few hours or few minutes we will be in the New Year here too. So I want to use this medium to say thank you for all your support, all your love in the last 2 years. I think this program is almost 3 years now, going to 3 years. So I want to say thank you specially for all of you who have been following this program. Tonight, I've said it. You all remember the story of baby testimony on our cyberspace. And I know that some of us remember. So I want to use this medium to say thank you. I want to welcome my special, ever dependable, lovely followers. I appreciate each and every one of you. I love you with the bottom of my heart. I love with the bottom of my heart. I love you for everything you represent, for what you have done. For those of you that still believe in me, I appreciate you all. My name remain Maureen Badejo, the unstoppable Maureen. Maureen that mean different things to different people. Maureen some pastor they turn me to their headache, which I don't know why. Some of them they turn my platform to, they get special police, they station their members to come and comment and put derogatory comment, but don't bother because I've way gone beyond. Sister Lolo, how are you? Happy New Year, my sister. Thank you for joining me. Urebo Lemi Honey, good evening. Francis Mercy, good evening. Thank you. Thank you, lovely people. As I see you, I will cite you. Ali Abubakar, I don't know how to say thank you. I don't know what to say. But God will replenish your pulse every time. There is no how you come on this platform that you not give me star. There is no how. When I see that name flashing like this, it will start. God bless you. 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 I really appreciate. Let us talk about Ruth Matthew, Prophet Jeremiah of Mercy Land, baby testimony, and the whole story. Today is going to be episode 1 because I realize that so many of us we forget easily. But let's start from the beginning. That's why I said the last time I said I am going to come back. I will start from the genesis, at least how I got involved and what I know when it comes to baby testimony story, and why I stopped and why I'm back into the case again. I will let everybody know. So, but if you are just joining me, please, I know some of you have a different version of baby testimony story. Some of you have a different version of Maureen Badejo, who Maureen Badejo is. So I don't know. Whatever you have, I want you to follow this episode by episode. Wherever I can stop, I will stop. And I will start from the next episode. It will be episode by episode. That's why I've said it. You're going to hear voice note. You are going to see WhatsApp conversation. And it's not, I will not just come here to talk. So the issue of baby testimony, that is what I want us to look at. I wouldn't have come into this case if I'm not involved. And if they've not been calling my name out in the last 7 months, I did not answer any one of them. But this is the time to right all the wrongs. So I welcome you specially to today's episode. This particular episode we go into new year, and I don't know when we're going to stop all the episode by episode. So it's going to be a long because I'm going to look into some other videos, some other information that is passed online. So we are going to analyze it together. So be rest assured that it is going to be a brainstorming journey. So I will appreciate you if you can exercise a little bit patient with us, and let's go on. Yes. Baby testimonies case resurfaced on the cyberspace in February this year. February/March this year. How did I got to know about testimony Ruth Matthew? I'll pick it one after the other. I saw this particular clip. If those of you who know Ahmed Issa happens to be ordinary president, Berekete family in Abuja. I saw that Ahmed Issa interview a physically challenged woman, a crippled woman, and the woman alleged that Prophet Jeremiah Omotofifin is in custody of her son. That they went to church and the son got missing in that church, and she's very sure that this baby is in custody of Omotofifin. I listened to this particular clip and I was like, and I saw it on Prof S platform. And when I saw it on Prof S platform, I said, wow. So I carried that news. And when I carried it, I look at it, I examine it, I stream it once. And after the first one, the next thing we notice is I saw another one. Not quite 2 days or 3 days after the first clip, there's another part. This time around, the lady has changed her story. That was the second one. And immediately I noticed that Ruth Matthew changed her story. Sister Tokumbo, I cite you. Good evening, my sister. Immediately I noticed that Ruth Matthew changed her story. I stopped. I did not say anything anymore. All I did is I went to the inbox. I have all these things to go and check. I sent a message to Berekete family because I want to know why Berekete. Because the Berekete that I know, they are voice for the voiceless. So I was shocked that if Berekete, what could make Berekete to back out of this Ruth Matthews story? So I was curious. I wanted to know, why would Berekete back out? So I went into action. I sent a message to Berekete, but nobody replied me. Because I didn't get any reply, I stopped. I concentrate on my Suleiman story that I was doing. We were doing our story. Until one fateful day, I was live. No, before that time, let me remember. Before that day, Sister Bisola Johnson called me. She said that, do you know Prof S? I said, I have a normal relation. I don't know Prof S behind closed door. Everybody knows how I got to know Prof S. Whenever I was online, Prof S used to come online on our platform, comment, and I see I also some clip that are reasonable. I share it because when I see that what he posted is nothing but the truth, I share it. That's how far I got to know him. And I told Sister Bisola, it's not as if I have one-on-one conversation with him. I've never had any conversation with him, but we know that when he had problem. Eneka, good evening. Thank you for joining. I said when Professor was arrested and Solomon came out, I was one of the people that said No, what Solomon said about Prophet wasn't. I don't know whatever Prophet must have done in the past, but what Prophet is doing at the moment, I am in support of it, and I openly supported him. But Solomon said something. Say very soon, Prophet will show himself that he's waiting. I didn't say anything. I left it like that. And Stabisola said I should help her to get Ruth Matthews' number from Prof S, because there is somebody in America that wants to buy Ruth Matthew a wheelchair. I said okay, but I did not go to Prof S. I didn't go to Prof S until I was live, and they bombarded me online. Sister Maureen, help us. Come and help us. Something Jeremiah has arrested Ruth Matthew. And to God be the glory. Most of my followers did not allow me rest. They were like sending it, and I told them, this is not my project. You know, Prof S is the one handling this particular one, but I cannot jump into the story because I will not stop my live video because of this arrest. The only thing I will do, I will only say anything. I want Prof S to brief me. Let me know how far he has gone, what happened, before I will lend my voice. Some of you people are still on this platform as we speak right now. And I told them I won't. So eventually Prof S called me that night. And we spoke, and I asked him, Prof S, how far as of this moment that I'm telling everybody, Ruth Matthew was arrested. I don't know Ruth Matthew. I don't know the genesis of Ruth Matthew. I don't know her story apart from what Berekete family did, and I pick one. And when I saw it was a different the thing has turned to two stories, I backed out. And Professor told me that he's on top of the game, that he has people in Nigeria. He has capable hand. The person that is in Nigeria, that he has team of lawyers. That's what he said to me. That he has team of lawyers. He has people who are on ground, who is going to do everything. I said, if you need help, let me know. He said it's fine, but we can still help, sir. That there is a powerful person that is on top of the game. If you go back on his platform, you will see all these things. And I said, okay, but I will try. I still have some few people I can contact on your behalf. And I said, okay, no problem. We discuss. And she said, and I said, okay, the next day, I will lend my voice. And for those of you who are listening to me, that was how Sister Julie Amy's, good evening, ma. Welcome. You are welcome on the platform. That was how I started Ruth Matthew's case. That was how I got involved. I got involved in Ruth Matthew's case after Ruth Matthew was arrested. And we started shouting. I came online. I started, hey, Jeremiah, release Ruth Matthew. Oh, this is unfair. It's unacceptable. And the whole thing. Even some Edo State bloggers, there are many, they came out en masse. They were telling Jeremiah, stop. This is evil. This is wrong. This is that. This is that. And all of us, we started. And we got to know that Ruth Matthew was arrested and they took her to Abuja. And I was like, Abuja? Okay. That she's in Abuja as we speak. So everybody decided to wait. And before you know what happened, thank you, Lord. We lure you into Ruth Matthew case. Thank you. It was the platform that made sure I do Ruth Matthew. So, and everybody was like, you have to help her. You have to help her. You remember, I had a secret conversation. I had a conversation between myself and Sister Bisola. And Bisola told me that Prof S insulted her. They insulted themselves. And I asked Prof S, I said, why did you not release? He said, no, Professor now sent me the voice note, the conversation between them. And I said, you guys should take it easy. And that was what happened. And the next day, not knowing that Sister Bisola has gone to Abuja. I don't know how she got to Abuja. I did not send her to Abuja. Somebody just called me. Do you know that Bisola is already in Abuja? I say, for Ruth Matthew. I say, thank God. But Sister Bisola went to Abuja because he thought Prof S was cashing out. And he doesn't believe about that arrest, that she's going there to investigate. That was why she went to Abuja. And she explained to me, and I said, take it easy. I don't think so. Let us wait. She searched for Ruth Matthew everywhere. She couldn't find Ruth Matthew. I continued to ask Prof S, where is Ruth Matthew? She said, I'm not from Nigeria. They said she's somewhere in Abuja. She's here, she's there. Sister Bisola was asking, where is this lady? Where is this lady? Where is this lady? But eventually, they were able to find where Ruth Matthew was. And they told us, Prophet gave me a police officer's number. I called that number, and the officer told me that that they did not arrest Ruth Matthew. That is the one in charge looking after her. I said, but Prophet said this lady was arrested. He said no, but eventually I found out that that man was lying. So that was how they told us that Ruth Matthew, they are going to transfer her back to Benin. And I was just wondering, because I don't know the story, why from Abuja to Benin? Eventually, we found out that they are taking Ruth Matthew back to Benin. And I said, So we started shouting. Everybody were making video. I'm not the only one. All of us online, all the bloggers were calling out Prophet Jeremiah out. Eventually, Sister Bisola tried. I think he has to go to one PRO, and eventually she found out that he was able to speak to Ruth Matthew. She was able to get to know where Ruth Matthew is. They said they want to transfer her to Abuja, Benin. So she traveled all the way from Abuja. She traveled back to Benin. And when I got in touch with her. I told her, I said, Sister Bisola, she explained to me, and I'm going to play all the conversation, how I found out, what I found out after this, my explanation now. Sister Bisola went back to Benin. On the flight, when she came down, because she now carry me along, we exchange any information I have, I pass it to her. Any information she have, she will send it to me. So we begin to, because all myself, Sister Bisola, Prof S, we are now interested in Ruth Matthew case. To God be the glory. When she got to Benin, she said, Sister Maureen, I've just landed now. And I called her back. I said, Ruth Matthew might be inside that flight. She said, how? I said, she's inside that flight. Go and check. She rushed back. I said, Sister Ruth Matthew, she's inside that flight. She was like, how did you know? I said, go and check, ma. She rushed back. She called me back. Hey, it's true. And she did a live video. And that live video was a game changer. That live video was the one that blew the whole thing out of proportion. So Sister Bisola did a live video, and the whole world knows about it. All of you remember what happened on that live video. You see, on that day, when I did a show about Ruth Matthew playing that live video, Sister Bisola was crying online, calling that she doesn't have money, that all the money she has spent and everything. She was lamenting. And people decided on this platform that they want to raise money on her or that I should put money for Sister Bisola. I refused to put Sister Bisola account number on my platform. And I told everybody, I said, Bisola Johnson, everybody knows her on Facebook. And I told everybody online, when it comes to Ruth Matthew case, I don't want to touch money. If you need to give Bisola money, go to Bisola's platform. If you need to give Prof S money, go to Prof S platform. Bisola got angry because of this. Is where we had problem with Bisola Johnson. That's where I had problem with Bisola Johnson, because I did not put her name account on my platform, which I refuse based on what has happened in the past on this platform. Said no, any money they want to raise, Prof S come with the gimmick that she wants to use me to raise GoFundMe. I told him no. That I will only help them with my voice. But when it comes to financial matter, raising money, anything, I'm not interested. So, and all this does not go well with both of them. It doesn't go well with Bisola Johnson. It doesn't go well with Prof S, because I did not raise money on my platform. That's part of my offense. And the next day, when she eventually, Bisola got a lawyer, Prof S got a lawyer, say they are going to get Choma Johnson. And I told Prof S, I said, it doesn't make sense. Prof S does not want to speak to Bisola, doesn't want to work with Bisola. This is true life story. Prof S does not want to work with Bisola Johnson because Bisola insulted. And I told them, I said, Prof S, you cannot stay in South Africa and we are shooting from different angles and we are fighting the same cause. These people will not take us serious. Bisola, she's an activist. You are equally fighting for the same thing. Why don't all of us work together and speak with one voice? If we can speak with one formidable voice, our voice will be heard. But if you are doing your own, Bisola is doing her own, it's not going to work. Oh, I was able to convince Prof S, and besides, Prof S, you are not in Nigeria. Bisola is on ground. You are in South Africa. You are sending someone, but Bisola is right there. That was how I said, Prof S, give me your lawyer details. Let me give it to Sister Bisola, who is on ground. Let them work together. You all know how Ruth Matthew got arrested. Ruth Matthew got arrested because Prof S told Ruth to play along with Prophetess Grace when that one called her that they want to give her money, they want to buy her a car, and they want to do all this. That was how Ruth Matthews was able to track. That was how they were able to track her and got her arrested. Eventually, that was how Prof S team of lawyers now turned to Choma Johnson, and Choma called, says she's Choma Johnson, and that was how Doris Ogola came into the story. And I asked Choma, let me give your number to Sister Bisola. This is where wahala dey o. And me, I didn't know that it was another setup for me. Choma told me. Choma just said, no, Maureen, I don't want to work with anybody. I want to. I said, who are you? She said, don't worry. I know this. I know God. I know President. I know IG. I know this. I know that. I said, who are? She didn't tell me. And she pleaded with me. Said for now, she wants to remain underground. That she's just trying to help Ruth Matthew. That she doesn't want to get involved with Bisola yet. Anything she wants to do, she will do it through me. I should pass the message across to Sister Bisola. This is where Bisola gets angry because she thought maybe I'm trying to face her out. And Sister Bisola said, where is the lawyer number? I said, Sister Bisola, there is a little problem. Oh. What is the problem? The professed lawyer, she said I should not release her number for you for now. But don't worry. But this is what she told me, that Bisola should go and meet the area command, the area command, the head of police in Benin, that IG has released Ruth Matthew, that they should go in there and say that she's from Chioma, and they will release Ruth Matthew. That was what I thought is an easy thing. I was just jumping up there. Thank God, oh, God has done it. And she said, give me the Bisola's details. Let me buy ticket for her and Ruth Matthew, so that she can bring Ruth for me in Abuja. That she doesn't want to go to Abuja because there is traffic, there is delay and everything. That there is no point. That she's supposed to come with a police officer. She was just talking everything. And I thought I'm dealing with one big madam. So eventually, I told Bisola should go and see the police. You remember what happened that day? They dribble us. They did not. They didn't release that girl. They didn't release Matthew that day. And I was talking to her. The next thing, and I realized where I got a bit, I noticed that Sister Bisola, police were harassing her. That she has to write statement because that she embarrassed the police and everything. I said, I had to call Chioma back. I said, Chioma, but you said that, why do they want to detain her? Why do they want to arrest her? And she made a hell lot of problem with them. She told them nobody will take her bail. She self-recognition. She stood her ground because she called me. I was on the phone recording all their conversation while she was talking to the police. And eventually they are going to release Ruth Matthew the next day. It was the next day I was planning with Chioma and everything. I got frustrated the first day and I said, you gave me your word that they are going to release her. And they didn't release her. You say IG. If IG has released her, how is it possible for any officer to now still detain her? So I begin to put my 2 plus 2 together. And Chioma were like romancing me. Think that she's gaining my confidence. Initially, I fought for Chioma trick. So I thought Chioma is real initially. So we continue. You all know how Ruth Matthew was. The second day they did not release Ruth Matthew. We were trying to look for lawyer, look for people who can help us. And the third day, before we know it, Ruth Matthew said they've charged her to court. So you all know the story of how Bisola struggled to help Ruth Matthew eventually got released. We all celebrated it. We were happy. And and at the end of the day, I didn't know anything about Ruth Matthew. I don't know how Ruth Matthew, Kate, and everything. But on the course of this, my story, I begin to add 1 plus 1 plus 1. And when Ruth Matthew was released, decided release, and they have to take her to Abuja. And I promised Sister Bisola that Sister Bisola, let's wait. Shebi Chioma does not want you to talk to you. Shebi you are the one that are going to release Ruth Matthew to Chioma when you get to Abuja. You will meet Chioma now. So relax. That was the conversation I had with her. Zuma, good evening. Welcome, sir. To cut the long story short, because I want to start playing voice note for all of you now. When Sister Bisola is about to go to Abuja, Chioma play her card very well. Sister Bisola was angry. She thought, I am after the content she's going to send to me. That immediately she sent content to me. Me and Professor, we are doing video. so we are making money. Chioma Johnson, you know what she did? She cut me off, decided to romance Bisola Johnson, gave her money, arrange, make sure Bisola do not see her. So Bisola released Ruth Matthew at the airport. So she did not see Chioma Johnson at that time. I didn't see Chioma Johnson. Bisola did not see Chioma Johnson. Prophet does not know who Chioma Johnson is. You all know the story. That was how Bisola came back to Lagos. And I told Bisola, when you get to Abuja, do video, send to us. So Bisola did not do it. Bisola called me when she got home. Damn. And I said, where is Ruth Matthew? They said she's home already. I am with Ruth. Bisola has gone back to Lagos. Me, I was happy. I said, the most important thing is Ruth is with you guys. And I made up my mind. When I saw all these discrepancies, all these small things that are not adding up. And I told Chioma, I said, Chioma, when Ruth Matthew is out, now Ruth Matthew is finally out, I would like to have an interview with her. I want to investigate. I want to know why Ruth Matthew had to change her story. And why Ruth Matthew family abandoned her. Chioma said, no problem. And I said, Sahara Reporter wants to interview Ruth Matthew. Prof S declined. I said, Shebi, you guys want justice. Why don't you allow the people who can help you to blow it to investigate Ruth Matthew, to interview Ruth Matthew? They refuse. They don't want Sahara. They say, no, Sahara cannot do it. But I can interview her. You see the interview that Ruth Matthew say, Mommy, is she one of us? Should I tell her the truth? That was how that interview came about. And to my greatest surprise, and now, when they said Sahara cannot interview her, the mainstream media cannot come into it, and I begin to say, why? Why is it that you don't want anybody to interview her? My people, I begin to add 2 plus 2. When I interviewed her, I got to know that Berekete did not do most of the thing Prof S accused Berekete of. And that was when I found out that with voice note that is in my hand, that was how I find out that the whole thing is about supremacy power. The whole wahala is about Kasi Chukwu, Suleimani, Jeremiah. You know, as of that time, Suleiman's story was trending. And they are looking for something to kill Suleiman's story. So they want to shift the attention from Suleiman to Jeremiah. And you know there is issue between Kasi and Jeremiah. So they have to shift the attention. They gave the prophets the job. So that prophets can help them begin to attack Jeremiah. So I found out that it is not what I thought. I now go to them. I said, after I interviewed Ruth and I found out so many things, I told Chioma, I said, Chioma, at this stage, before I begin to shout, I would like to speak with Ruth Matthew's stepdaughter, who, as of that time, she was already 18 years. I would like to have a word with Ruth Matthew's father. I would like to interview Ruth Matthew's husband to be sure that this baby was actually missing, because the whole story is no more adding up. I was shocked the way Ruth Matthew coached a 6-year-old boy to fabricate the story. So I begin to see a different thing entirely. Prophet said no. The of war use is Ruth Matthew family. I said of war use is Ruth Matthew family. The Ruth Matthew family is very, very important. So you are more important than Ruth Matthew family. You are in South Africa. And Ruth Matthew family, he said no. I said, at this stage, if you guys do not want me to speak with Ruth Matthew family for me to investigate further, I am going to be out. But I can assure you, the information you think I will not get, I'm going to get it. I am a Nigerian. You cannot tell me, you cannot stop me at this stage that I'm going to get that information. That was how I went further to investigate Ruth Matthew father, to investigate Ruth Matthew brother, interview Pastor Akande that Ruth Matthew said is the one that told her to change the story. I interview all the people that I think I need to speak to, and when I got it, and I told them whatever you guys, I said you guys are not transparent with this story, and I saw a lot of conspiracy. By so doing, I am out. But before I go out, because the whole world have already known me with this story. Oh, Ray said, Adesubo, thank you for the star. The whole world have already known me with this story. I will come and tell my platform, especially my follower, I owe them explanation. Because they are the one that lure me into Ruth Matthew case. It will be difficult for me to tell them I don't want to do Ruth Matthew case. For your information, when I came online to tell them, come and see, a lot of people attack me. You are wicked. You are not a mother. You are this. You are that. And I told them that this story, it is Kasi Shuku that gave Profess. It is another conspiracy wahala. It is a supremacy battle between Suleiman and Jeremiah. So they know what they are saying. This is what is going on. A lot of people did not believe me. Everybody was saying, Maureen is wicked. Maureen is a spoiler. You all know how Ruth Matthew came out to insult me. You all know how Chioma Johnson came out to insult me. And the next day, I insulted Chioma. I exposed Chioma Johnson to be Doris Ogala. After I exposed Chioma Johnson to be Doris Ogala, they pretend as if I am lying. There is no Doris Ogala. But let's continue. I need to play some voice notes for you to know the genesis, because we need to start from the beginning. We are not stupid. All of us are not mumu. I know a lot of people don't do Facebook, but unfortunately, I will still continue with my Facebook. I don't have YouTube for now. If you want to watch it, I know Amy's blog will carry, some YouTuber will carry this particular one. You can watch it from there. Those of you that want to watch it on YouTube. So I want to play Cassie. The conversation for you to know that what I'm saying about Cassie and how the genesis of this particular story, the Cassie involvement, Bisola and Cassie voice note you are going to hear now. We need to refresh our memory, because all of you that were crucifying me at that time, I want all of us to begin to add 2 + 2 now. These are the reason I play all these voice note, but it doesn't make sense to some of you at that time. But now it makes a whole lot of sense, because the whole thing is out. You've seen the whole story. So this is conversation between Cassie and Bisola. And for you to and you remember when I interviewed Ruth said immediately the pastor prophetess Grace arrested her. Cassie is one of the people that Ruth Matthew called. So, and before I play this verse, how did Prof S got to know Ruth Matthew? Actually, it was Cassie them. Let them continue to tell your story, tell lies. Cassie, they are the one that gave this to Prof S. When Prof S brought it online, Cassie Chukwu gave this guy. There's one guy from Ruth Matthew village, Moses. Cassie Chukwu gave Moses money to go and look for, to go to Igara, because Ruth Matthew is from Igara, to go and look for Ruth Matthew. So this guy had to go to Ruth Matthew father. That was how Moses went to Ruth Matthew father, and he got Ruth Matthew's number. And that guy, when he got the number, Prof S now gave them money. Somebody now bought a phone for Ruth Matthew, and Moses took that phone to Ruth Matthew in Abuja. So at that time, Ruth Matthew was staying in Abuja. So for those of you that do not get it very well, and Cassie came out to tell the whole world that they were looking for a number, but no, now then give the job. Now then give the job to Prof S.
Hello, Apostle. Hello. Hello, Apostle. Can you speak louder?
This is Cassie Chukwu and Bisola Johnson.
Hello, Apostle. Please, can you take some questions from the information?
Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. This is SIB, State Intelligence Bureau. I want to find the genuine trace of that voice note and why the arrest. Because no matter what it takes, there must be at every police outfit in which a person is being arrested is offense.
Okay.
And a complainant will call that they will take it file and record their statement before any further investigation. But we are not having the application indicated that arrest within that.
Okay. The woman some years ago, she went to the Prophet Jeremiah's church.
This is Cassio.
Went to Prophet Jeremiah's church. That was where she misplaced her baby.
Misplaced baby.
So I think after 2 years, the issue surfaced again. So the woman came out to give testimony how the
Cassie, you said she misplaced her baby, and the issue resurfaced again. Who resuscitates the news? How did Prof S got to know about it? Was you. So you should have let them know the truth.
The case was being manipulated.
No.
So yesterday, the woman just called me and said she has been arrested. By who? He said by police. So we now asked, and I said, okay, give the police people the number. They collected the number. I said, who are you? They said they are policemen and they arrested her. And I asked them, which offense? Is there any letter of invitation? They say I should be coming to station if I want to bail her. At the which station? They say Apo that they take her. And I asked them, what is the offense? They said if I want to know the offense, I should come. I said, okay, that was how we communicated.
You see, for those of you that do not get it, if there is no relationship between Ruth Matthew and Kashi Suku before her arrest, how come immediately police arrested Ruth Matthew? The first person Ruth Matthew called is Kashi Suku. I want us to begin to add 2 plus 2. I want us to begin to put 2 plus 2 because the moment of truth is here. Cassie gave Prof S this job. You can see, he came out. He said, Jeremiah, give us the CCTV. You all remember all this story. Anybody that does not remember, please, I want all of us to begin to use our number 6. Because this story 2 years ago, Brekete did the story. And the story they did after everything, the whole thing died. Ruth Matthew decided to go her own way. But Cassie and Suleiman Camp, they went and dig up the video and gave it to Prof S. And they went and looked for Ruth Matthew to continue the story. You can see Cassie is this is Cassie speaking to the police here.
Was that Prophet Jeremiah sent one of his pastors who is based in Abuja here, Prophetess Grace.
Okay.
She's the one that masterminded the arrest on behalf of Prophet Jeremiah. And now we are hearing that because the woman number has been off since yesterday night. So now we are hearing that they are transferring her to Lagos and to Benin Zone 5. So the person that told me, and I who told him, he said, I don't know, so because me, I'm confused.
Hello?
Yes, me, I'm really confused. That is the little I can tell now.
Okay. Fine. We'll make fine.
Okay, thank you.
That is one no. Somebody who does not know anything about Ruth Matthew. How come you are the first person? How come you are the first person? All of them that is attacking me. Now the thing where I do be this because I play this voice note that time. But it does not make so much meaning to a lot of people at that time. But right now, it will make more sense. Asisuku is the masterminder. They contracted the job and gave it to Prof S. And that was why Suleiman have the audacity to come back and tell Prof S, oh yeah, stop, you don't do. Because I then give Prof S the job.
Hello, ma'am. Hello?
They may not permit us to speak in police station.
Okay, you're still in police station.
Yes.
Okay, I'm coming.
No, it's your colleague.
Okay, no problem. Hello, ma'am. Hello?
They may not permit. Hello?
Hello?
Do you hear what your apostle said?
I have a client who was.
He said they have sent her to Edo State.
Edo?
Yes. So all the videos, small videos I made, I will send it to you. All the conversation I have with apostle, I will send them to you. However you want to edit it.
When he told me Edo now, what is it? He said he doesn't know. Now he's saying Edo.
I have the my phone record it. I will send all of them to you. You will listen. And I've told him. I said by the time we are done with Prof S, all the types of people that are supporting him, one person will not remain. He said no, not threat. I said I'm telling you what I will do. Me, I don't say what I cannot do. I have already told him last week that he's an idiot. Chebi, you had it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I said, how can he sit in South Africa? He's taking lawyer in Nigeria.
That doesn't make any sense.
Why can't he release all the information he has to those people in?
God bless you, Suma. You see, we have intelligent people on this platform. You ask a question. You say, why didn't Ruth Matthew call her family or relative why calling Cassie? when she was arrested, let us begin to put 2 + 2.
In Nigeria, so that they can help this girl. Now bring the lawyer's number. He has not bring it since that time with me and you discuss.
I don't understand what they are doing.
I understand, but I will not say what I understand now. You're supposed to understand.
What is this guy?
But I don't want to jump into conclusion. I don't want to jump into conclusion. Let us, me and lawyer, we have agreed that we are going to FCT command. Hereby, we will tell them the situation. We can't find the lady, and they said they will issue a general command to all the police station in FCT to locate where the woman is. You understand?
Yes.
Also, we will go to court. I will give them audacity to go to court and file fundamental human rights action. They cover the whole Nigeria so that they can produce her. So if Prof S lying or Jeremiah involved, we will know. So he will know that what he starts, it's fire he cannot quench. Because I'm already on it. I've already left maybe they thought nobody will stand up.
That was what they thought.
Mayor.
Yeah.
Maybe they thought nobody will stand
up.
Not to deceive people online. You understand?
Yes.
They say, this is what is going. Nobody stand up. Oh yeah, contribute. You understand?
Yes.
Because that lady, maybe because she thought Prof S is helping, she too will start playing along.
Yes.
Yes. Because my phone is hot, I've been this morning. I'll be dropping the video to you one by one. All my confession, everything, everywhere I go. If the video in police station, I will send it to you. And then I will now send all our conversation with that man. Okay? So, and I asked him, I said, where did you get all the information you are giving me? You sit down somewhere, you are giving me information. Where did you get it? All the police station you said the lady she's not there. So where are you getting information that they have transferred her? Abi? Is there don't talk like that? I say we are all human beings, we are all adults, and we have common sense. If you people don't have common sense, I have common sense. So that's it. And I told him, I said, after I've done what I need to do, I'm heading to Edo State. Even if I need to sell my parts, I'm going to Edo State. That your zone 5. I will be there live. You dare me. So that's it. Okay. Later.
My people, say una dey enjoy am. Na kasi be that o.
When I called Prof F, like asking him the name of the police station and he told him.
Kasi said when I called Prof S, because I want everybody to begin to use their brain. This thing, e don tey where they don dey lie. When I called Prof S, so Kasi and Prof S na
he told me that it's a police station. Already I saw when Ruth was making call that they are taking her to Apple police station. You understand?
Yeah.
So I now told him that Ruth is not there. He said, it's not there. I said yes. He asked, okay, want to call them. So that was not enough call.
Why is it?
I just saw he sent me a message that.
Why is he calling them from South Africa? Why can't he release information to us in Nigeria?
I think he's discussing with the lawyer. Mama. Hello?
I'm listening.
Yeah, you know I've been a victim of Prophet Jeremiah arrest. knew they was going to move Ruth out of Abuja.
And that is why Prophet X supposed to release all information so that we on ground will be able to. You cannot sit in South Africa, you are taking lawyer in Nigeria. You will not see the bigger picture. You will not know the truth of what is going on.
I'm writing to give me the lawyer's number so that I can send it to you. Women send it to me, I'll forward it to you.
Since that time, he has not sent the number. You see, that guy is hiding something. By the time I do broadcast on him, all the crowd that he has, no, but one person will not remain.
No, Mama, let's not fight ourselves. Let's first of all see.
But the way, see, we are all adults. And we don't have common sense.
I understand.
Do you think it's easy to cough out 150,000 for me to come from Lagos to Abuja?
It's not easy, but when we fight ourselves, it will not look as if the hands does not have the cooperation. You understand? We will not make the hands to be divided. Let's first of all know, and between now and tomorrow morning, we know the end of this whole issue.
We cannot wait till tomorrow morning. We don't know what is going on.
No, that's what I'm saying. I said between now and tomorrow morning, we must go to the roots.
If he can be having information, see, we are going to police headquarters. I want to go and petition IG. You understand?
Okay.
So whatever information you have for him, you should be telling him. I'm going to petition IG, and they are going to send message all over Nigeria. Wherever that girl is, they will bring her out.
Better.
Jeremiah is they will send message all over before I proceed to Edo State.
Okay. Thank you.
Shona, they hear Casio.
Hello.
Sir, hello?
Hello?
We do not see we do not see police station in legislative quarters.
Okay. Yes, there's no police station there.
There is no police station there.
Yes, but my colleague told me that he's taking you to the area command.
Okay.
Yes, at Gariki, so that they will radio the whole police station, so that they would produce a suspect like that.
Okay.
Yes, I've also made a contact with somebody to do tracking for us.
All right, sir.
To try and track the phone number.
All right, sir.
And our fears is that if they might not be able to track the number as the phone is switched off.
All right, sir. Okay.
We are on it. We are doing all we could.
Okay.
So once I'm done here, I will come to the
Okay, sir.
station. Yes. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Hello?
Yeah.
Prophet just told me that they are moving out to Zone 5 in East.
So where?
Zone 5, Edo State.
Huh?
Zone 5, Edo State.
So Zone 5, where?
Edo State.
Wait. How can they move out to Zone 5 Edo State?
That's what Jeremiah does.
But they need to register her in one petrol in one what do you call it? In one police station in Abuja. Huh?
That's what, if I wait Jeremiah arrested me, that's what he did to me now.
But they're supposed to have registered her, so I don't trust that Prof S. I don't trust her. Yeah.
Because when he told me, I told him, see me at base here in Edo State. I'm waiting for them.
For this, I don't trust him. And all my journey, I'm going to bring it out live. It shows that Prof X wants to use that to make money. Do you agree, lawyer? You want to use that to make money.
And that was what Prophet did.
He's telling people this root problem. Everybody has been contributing money for him. Now we are on ground. All our okay, don't worry, it's all right. Zone 5, Edo State, Abi?
Yes, Edo State, yes.
Okay, I will take flight. I will be in Edo State.
Okay. Hello?
So,
Mama.
let me ask one question. Where is she living?
Mama, I don't base in Abuja. I only know I don't even know where she lives.
Are you in Abuja?
No, I'm in Benin City, Edo State.
Okay, maybe you could have asked for benefits in my town. My town police station. Yes.
What Prophet is doing now is sending me a lawyer's number that I call me. So I'll send that lawyer number so people can communicate from there.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
My
Okay.
people, this is their lawyer number that Cassie is planning to give out. Cassie did not give any lawyer number throughout that day. This is how Cassie dribble Bisola. Professor and Cassie were busy dribble Bisola. You see, Ruth Matthew case would have been a different thing entirely if not for Bisola. Bisola changed the whole thing. He changed their own plan, and the whole thing really pains them. So for those of you that do not understand what was actually going on, that's why I decided to refresh everybody's memory, so that we understand that I did not just come out to say it was Cassie. I came out, I told the whole world that Cassie is the brain behind the whole thing. And you remember Bishop, what's the name of this bishop? Bishop that said that Jeremiah, he killed for Jeremiah, he does evil for Jeremiah. What is the name of this guy in Warri? The one that went to Bishop, who can remind me that boy? He went to Bishop Mark, he went to Pastor Mark church to go and confess. You know, when they tried that one, it did not work. God bless you, my sister. Your brain no go die. When you see, for people not to understand, because Cassie run his mouth, he came online. He said Jeremiah, they were fighting between Idahosa and Temitope Joshua. You know that Suleiman and Cassie, they belong to the lineage of Idahosa. Jeremiah belongs to Temitope Joshua. Jeremiah came online. He boasted that Temitope Joshua is greater than Idahosa. Because of this thing, Cassie went online and insulted Jeremiah. Said Jeremiah is doing fake miracle. I have that video. And that was how Jeremiah decided to treat Cassie. So he got Cassie arrested. Instead of, he carried Cassie to Taraba State. He took the intervention of Suleiman and some other minister of God to beg Jeremiah to release him. When they released him, Jeremiah humiliated him. He set him up. He took him to his church. He made sure he reduced him to nothing. I have that video. They beg like this. Say no. He said what he said was wrong. Because of that humiliation, Cassie decided that he wants to deal with Jeremiah. The next thing he tried, he conspired with, this Mark, the Pastor Mark, and all of them. They all belong to Suleiman Kakos. You remember Otobo told us how Mark and some people conspire to set her up with Suleiman. So people should begin to add it. I'm trying to refresh our memory. They now connive with Bishop Ufoma, Cassie, Ufoma, and all of them. They now gather together in Warri They said, okay, they said Jeremiah, they you do ritual, they do sakama. They said all the things that, and you don't remember when I brought that video, even before Ruth Matthew case, even before anybody's case, I said something. When I play it, I said this thing, that what they accuse Jeremiah of doing, all of them are doing the same thing. But this is a supremacy power. That this fight that you see is between Suleiman and Jeremiah. That I make the come out time. That was, I said that thing that time. And when that thing did not work, they had to go and look for another one. That was how they went to Prof S to conspire to do this Ruth Matthew case. So they had to go and dig things that can generate public outcry against Jeremiah. That was how Baby's testimony case came live, and you can see Cassie involvement from the beginning. I hope people are getting it.
Hello? Hello, madam?
Hello?
Yes, sir. But first of all, have you spoken with the IPO? Have you spoken with the IPO?
You say?
I said, have you spoken with the IPO?
If she's there, that we can get the IPO. They say she's not here. So I'm going to appoint legislative quarters. I will keep you updated.
Okay, all right.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I am in Apo police station, Apo resettlement. She said she's not here. I don't know if there's another police station in Apo.
That's why I was asking whether it is the one in Apo legislative quarters.
Okay, there is another one in Apo legislative quarters.
Yes.
Okay, maybe I should go there and check.
Okay.
Right. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, how are you, sir?
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Can you hear me? I can hear you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay. You called me earlier.
Yes, I'm in Apo resettlement station.
Where?
They said she's not here.
Apo where?
Apo resettlement.
Hello? Wetin Abisola don dey tell me now? Say she no dey there.
Jeremiah pay o. There's no case like that. And if you listen to Prof X wey dey interview the woman wey dey with this person, they talk say na Apo, na dey say Apo police station.
Abisola don spend how much go there now? She just dey with lawyer now. Just dey Abuja.
Just imagine. That is a kidnapper like that now. Now kidnap the woman. Now so they do me now. Where they carry me go if you ask those people, they'll say nothing like that. You're surprised that the woman out there about this. If you ask them, they'll say nothing like that, nobody like that.
I'm glad we go blow this case up, because this one is not too much.
Now, you just carry the woman until the woman attend to their condition. Go do video, go apologize. Before they'll be released, let her get access to.
You see, my people, if not for Bisola, Ruth, for the whole story for no be like that, because Ruth is already in their custody. How come if Prof S value Ruth very well, and you know, as of this time that Prof S released the custody of Ruth Matthew into the care of Chioma Johnson, Prof S does not know Chioma Johnson. He allowed Chioma Johnson to be in possession of Ruth Matthew. Una no see blunder everywhere.
Hello, Mayor. Good afternoon. It has been a serious deal.
Ah,
I got to the airport, I missed my flight.
You see him?
wow,
So yeah. So I have to buy another ticket,
wow.
another airline. So I got here. I already contacted 2 lawyers. So
Okay.
they even got to Apo police station before me.
Okay.
Enter into Apo police station. I asked them. They said they did not have Ruth in their office. So
The problem.
I call Orisha, whatever, Apostle. He said he want to ask our brother. So brother said he does not know anything about it until what he saw on social media.
Mm.
So I said, okay, you have no information for us. So Apostle now said, Rex, who is Rex? Prof X.
Perfect.
Okay, he said Prof X said he has sent 2 lawyers to Apo police station. How did he have 2 lawyers in Nigeria? I said, okay, he should give us his 2 lawyers number so that our own lawyer too, we will work together. Right?
Yes.
If like 15 lawyers, in fact, I have even contacted like 5 lawyers and also Barrister Ubani, but he's not in Abuja. So if 15 lawyers enter Apo police station, I believe they will be shaken.
Mm.
You understand? But if you go on your own, so what about you know I've spent like 120,000 now.
Yes.
You understand? So what is going on?
I don't know what
Eh?
they are doing. Like,
You sure?
okay, what about
You sure this thing is not? Because after I told the apostle that I'm in Abuja, blah blah blah, give me your lawyer's number. His phone switch off.
his phone has gone up?
Well, maybe it has come back now, but at the time I try it, it switch off.
I don't even know. Okay, what about the woman that where they picked her from? So where are the children? Those kind of questions. Those are the questions.
Oscar, where did they pick her from? So that I can go there and see the children, because Prof S has interviewed the children today. You understand?
Yes.
I hope these guys are not. I hope we have not entered one chance. Eh?
I don't even know what to say.
If that happened, I think we should go out on Prophet S.
Yes.
You understand? I will send you all the troubles I went through, the short videos I made. Eh? So definitely I cannot return to Lagos today. I have to stay in the hotel.
Yeah.
I'm tired, brother. I'm very tired. You know Abuja sun is very hot.
It's very hot. Yes.
So I'm really tired.
What are they? Let me try and reach a case if you pick my phone.
Reach him. Those lawyers are waiting. And I don't know. We have already called lawyer. Definitely they want to get something.
Yes, sir.
So yes. Reach out to him and ask him, is this thing true? Or we will go back home.
Okay.
Hello? Hello, sir. Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello, Apostle.
Mama, well, Mama.
He said he has no information.
Now, wow.
Except if you talk to him. He said he has no information. Not living in Abuja.
Let me call him.
He said he's not living in Abuja.
He says in Auchi there.
So, not in Abuja, he may not know where our sister is. And
Okay, is there any other police station in that above? Did you ask anybody again?
we asked them. They said this is the only police station.
And Ruth is there now. Because the audio call he made with Rex, Rex was asking the guard room commander, something like that. Where is the name of the police station? He said Apo.
Okay, I will ask him.
And I called Rex just now. I asked him. He said it's Apo. That he also sent 2 lawyers to go there. That they're already on their way.
You can imagine they are lying. No one single lawyer. Oh.
We have not seen. Maybe I will ask again if there is another police station.
Okay, I'll still call the
What is the lawyer?
guy.
I'm here with 2 lawyers.
He said he sent 2 lawyers.
What is the lawyer's number so that we can work together?
Okay, let me call him now. I get it from
Number. I have 2 lawyers here. Even if we have 15 lawyers, it's good. We go and terrorize them.
Yes.
So
Yes.
when they see a lot of lawyers, they will be afraid.
Yes, exactly.
Nigerians.
Exactly. Let me get the number of the lawyers.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Yeah, network. They say they trapped this lady because they use woman that she need help. They want to give her money. That's a Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
God bless you.
Thank you very much. Are you both Matthew's brother?
Yes.
Okay. Somebody send me your number. Are you in Abuja?
No, I'm not in Abuja.
Okay. What happened? Where is she? Because we came all the way from Lagos for her. And where they said she supposed to be, we have gone there, she's not there.
Where did they say she went to?
They say she's not there. They said they arrested her in Apo police station. We have been to Apo police station.
Okay.
They said they didn't bring her there.
Yeah, I'm not in Abuja.
When did you heard from her last?
I didn't hear from her, except I saw that they posted it on Facebook that she was arrested.
Huh.
So I never heard from her. So you can get the location of the police station through the voice call from the post they made on Facebook.
That is the Apo police station where we are now. They say she's not there.
So can you call? But who sent you now to go and meet her?
Okay, you are asking irrelevant question.
I know. I say who sent you? The person that sent you would have been the one to give you the address of where she is now.
I understand that is your mindset, but nobody needs to send anybody. You are a family, and when you heard that she's arrested, instead of you to take time to come and see her, you didn't see her. We don't know her from Adam. We just thought we should come and help her.
Okay. So what role do you say I should play now on this matter?
No, I thought maybe you have some information which you don't.
I didn't have any information.
Have you spoken to our children?
So this is Moses.
No.
So when
anytime I try to call them,
okay,
their number is not going through.
Okay, that is true. Anyway, that means you have no information for us.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, all right.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll keep in touch. If you have any other information, let me know.
So, please, who am I speaking with?
Somebody.
From where, please?
I've told you, I say I'm in Abuja.
Okay, and from where? That's what I'm asking, from where?
Don't worry. You have my number. I've spoken to you. If you have any information about our arrest, just contact me. Sorry, I'm not sounding very friendly because I'm under hot sun. You understand? I'm a little disappointed because I took flight from Lagos to here for me to hear that she's not here. So you find me friendly another time. All right? All right.
This thing is
Hello?
interesting.
Phone is crazy.
Yes, now.
The location of the police station is that Apple police station.
We are in Apple. I'm here with 2 lawyers.
Cassie never bring a lawyer number up to this moment. Oh.
Yes.
You know what Jeremiah can do now? They can just lie
Yeah,
that
it's the same
anyhow.
Moses.
Eh? They can. I don't just know. I asked him about the kids. He said he has not been able to reach the kids.
And because the phone is switched off.
Yes.
You don't know where she was. Azumi, see, that's what we have been saying. We don't want to say Azumi again. Huh?
Yes.
As she has released this phone, I will have asked a lot of questions. Maybe we will have, shifted where she's living all this while.
Yeah.
You understand?
Okay, let me send you one of his brother's number.
Do you think it's easy for me to fly from Lagos down to Abuja?
No, it's not. It's not. Let me send you one of his brother's number.
If Cassie is not involved, Cassie is the one releasing all the number. You remember Cassie is the one that gave Moses' number to Bisola. Cassie is the one that is going to give Ruth Matthew brother again. Now the same Cassie, make una dey hold am o.
Flight, I have to buy another ticket.
Audio lawyer, audio pastor.
His brother's number.
Who?
His brother, somebody related to her.
Brother.
Yes.
Okay, please send it. They said they want to send her brother.
Hello? Hello?
So I'm in Apple police station now. They said she's not here. What about our children?
If you like, still they deceive yourself.
Hello, barrister.
Yeah, Bisola, I don't know. You were calling me when I was entering for a program, so I will call you back.
I just landed in Abuja now. I came because of a crippled woman that lost her child in Jeremiah Omoto Church 2 years ago. So I think she started coming online and shout, say, help me. Yesterday I heard that they pick her up, that Jeremiah Omoto pick her up and arrested her and put her in Akko police station. This woman has nobody. She's a physically challenged woman. So that's why I just remember that in case maybe you know someone in Abuja, a lawyer, that will go together and whatever they want to take, we discuss it.
Yes. My problem is that all the lawyers I know are engaged this morning. You know, if I had a prior notice yesterday that is Sunday, I would have.
Okay.
Why don't you go and find out what the matter is and then call me back later? Huh?
Okay, I will do that.
All right then. All right.
Sir.
Hello, ma.
Is there Apo Resettlement Police Station or Apo Police Station?
Apple police station.
Okay, because I'm in Abuja now.
Okay, Apple police station.
I just fly enter now.
Okay, thank you, ma. Thank you.
Papa, tí ẹ fẹ́ bá wa dá sí fún yẹn ní nọ́mbà ẹ ní.
Mo ní nọ́mbà ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n response ọ̀gbọ́n yẹn á fún yẹn ní láìkẹ́.
Tẹ̀wí.
I respond. Okay, do you want me to send you his number?
No, ẹ sọ fún mi kí lẹ expect.
Mo ní response tó máa fún yín ẹ lè máa láìkẹ́. Ó lè máa that guy although even though he does pro bono once in a while, you understand?
Tó bá fẹ́ gbowó kó gbowó náà.
That's it, because irú ti kéèsì.
Oh my friend there, abẹ́rẹ́.
Kéèsì Balógun yẹn, we paid him 1.5 million for it.
Láti lọ release èèyàn.
Yeah, we paid him 1.5 million. He came from wherever he was to Abuja and everything now.
Kilawi.
Yeah. I said he collected 1.5 million for that job.
Fún Balógun.
Yes, now. Of fellowship.
Ṣé tẹ̀ suggested?
This is just suggested because he won't. I even recommended him to a friend of mine recently. The bóyá ọ̀rẹ́ mi yẹn rò pé pro bono ló máa ṣe kò tiẹ̀ dá lóhùn.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ filẹ̀ máa pè yín padà. Hello, lawyer.
Hello,
How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
Sorry, your colleague, Barrister Eziagu or something, gave me your number.
Okay.
Yeah, there is a case. I'm just landing in Abuja now.
You see, I don't want us to. At least you can confirm now that Cassie. How many of you now can you say Cassie is not the one that gave it to Prof S? I'm asking from the voice note, from the little conversation, from the conversation between Bisola and Cassie, the little I have played so far. What is your opinion? Do you think what I said about Cassie is behind the whole thing? Is it true or false? Let it be interactive. I'm asking a question. From what you have listened to so far, can you summarize the involvement of Cassie Chukwu? I say Cassie is the one because how Cassie no have Ruth Matthew Jr. brother's number. Cassie knows where Ruth Matthew was kept. Cassie knows everything. How can somebody who doesn't know anything about this case, we know this much? Cassie is the one that supplied Moses' number to Bisola. Cassie is the one that gave Ruth Matthew Jr. brother number. I'm asking everybody, at least you can see that it is organized. This is because we need to revisit the genesis of this Ruth Matthew case so that it will make sense for all of us. I want to check now. I will soon leave because this I said I called. Thank you, my sister. Cassie is definitely working for Suleiman. God bless you. Cassie, who gave Ruth Matthew case out. God bless you. Cassie is the one that gave the job out to Prof S. There is no how Prof S can do a job in from South Africa, who is staying in South Africa in Nigeria. So people should get this thing right. It was when Cassie looked for that video, he gave it to Prof S. Prof S posted that video. And now Prof S decided that they should go and look for Ruth Matthew. And then when Bisola asked Prof S, the person that wants to buy which share for from Bisola for Ruth Matthew at that time is Sister Elia, the same Sister Elia that decided that they call Bisola, that called Ruth Matthew mommy. For those of you that know Sister Elia and Happiness, Sister Elia was the one that spent so much money. So people should understand that. I will open the line. I want to know, what do you feel before we go further? Do you think when I say Cassie is the one that gave the job to Prof S, is it out of place or I manufacture those talk? I'm going to open this line. We're going to let's discuss about Cassie, Prof S, and Ruth Matthew, how the case started. What I'm saying, is it out of place? You know my number. I'm going to put my number here because I don't want this video to be too long. I want us to be doing it episode by episode so that every one of us will understand. I know where I stopped today. I will continue again, but I will open the line. You see, this case, a lot of lies has been going on. And I continue to tell people, Jeremiah na Sakamaje na fake. But there is more to this case than what we can see. So yes, Sister Elia even adopted Ruth Matthew. God bless you. If you know the amount of money that woman spent, hey, I don't want to talk. I'm going to put my number. Let us reason together. The number to call, I'll put it out there. What do you say? I want to ask, did I just accuse Kasi Chukwu wrongly? Or because all of you did not know why Kasi will come online. Monu did this one. Monu did this. The reason why Kasi was attacking me, Prof S and all of them were, and this is one of the reasons why they cook all sort of lie. Hello, good evening. You're welcome to the platform.
Yes, Dr. Maury Badejo, greetings to
you. We should the same. Zuma. Good evening, sir. How are you? How are you?
Man. Compliments. I'm very well, thank you. I couldn't wait to call in.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes. You know, thank God you are back into cold lines again, because I wanted to say something. For most of people who are psychologically sound and intelligent when it comes to their analysis like this, the first questions we're going to ask is, in a mere sense, in a normal scenario, even in workplaces, medical, paramilitaries, and all ramifications of life, you always have to put down your next of kin or the emergency number. For example, our kids in school and the GP, they'll ask you to put emergency numbers, but adventure, they want to reach out to a consigned family. Yes, you might say this is Nigeria, it doesn't happen that way.
It does.
Common sense tells you that once there's a problem, who will you call first? Why should Cassie be the first person Ruth Matthew calls in a situation, considering that her father is a pastor and that is someone,
and she has a family?
And she has her husband, she has her brothers who are educated and well-to-do as well, and a couple of people who are friends. Market Union, where she sells the curry and rice. Mm-hmm. She has, at least we heard that she had a small guy she was running teams with. So why didn't she call any of this person? The first person that should come to your mind should be Cassie. I see it as, now you carry me come to this wahala, and they call you now to tell you they don't arrest me, or more politics matter, but you don't please. This is
Thank
me
you.
trying to play the role of where Ruth is, because you will call the person first that you have strong acquaintance with in situations like this, because she calling Cassie only depicts one thing. I don't want any other person to believe whatever. You can believe whatever you want to believe, but this is me and my own belief. The reason why she called Cassie is because, Cassie, you brought me into this situation, now they don't carry me, or you can't find way come out me from here, which obviously leads us to the next situation. How did Prof X get to know about a situation like this
that happened 2 years ago, before Prof S came online?
Why was Prof X more concerned about the fundraising than the child finding? And if Prof S up to this minute has not come out to debunk or deny the fact that he said he knew the lawyer, which was Choma Johnson, which, thank God, with your FBI knowledge, you cracked that little nut, which everybody found very difficult, though. Cassie was the only person I would suspect as the next line in action that took the information. You have the numbers of Moses. Moses was the person who bought phones for Ruth Matthew. Why was Cassie having numbers of the brothers? Why does Cassie have numbers of other people? Why were they involving the pastor, Cassie, who is not a member of Mercy Land?
He's not a member of Jeremiah's church.
He's not a member. So what I see here is Cassie trying to gain vengeance from Papa J. I don't like Papa J. I've never liked him. The guy is just, he's a comedian. They should enroll him into Nollywood. He may not do well. He may do Waka Park very well. Kathy doesn't attend the church. Kathy was humiliated and will be humiliated again, and at the moment is still going through humiliation. He's not coming for vengeance. Now, this is Suleiman playing the chairs with using Prof X as a bishop, Princess, what's her name again? Ruth Matthew as a pawn, and Kathy as one of the castles to make way. So Kathy played the role of a middleman, and a saboteur as well. He would have two things to gain: the love from his father, who we all know who Suleiman is. That one is a rogue, it's a tyrant, and he will perish in hell. So he used the advantage to please his father, gain vengeance, and win his father's love. Meanwhile, his father, what happened to the Suleiman, wanted to attain the heights of supremacy within the Niger Delta region.
God bless you. Wisdom.
So what we see here is not just a supremacy tussle alone. We see vengeance. We see ass licking. We see display. Then lastly, before I go, ma, have you ever heard a case of safeguarding and the first person you call is a stranger as a pastor?
No.
There was never a time Ruth Matthew in any of her confessions said she had any
family
prior to the child's disappearance with Kathy. Kathy was not even a son to Suleiman after 2017. Everybody should go and check back when Kathy came out to claim to be son of Suleiman.
God
now
bless
I see
you.
Kathy was never a son to Suleiman in a public figure after 2017. So why would Ruth Matthew have to contact you in 20 whenever he contacted you? That is the main question. And why has Prof X refused to accept or debunk that he knew Kathy, the comedian, the blogger, and the bushman, prior to the case on ground? So my people, I'm not asking questions with questions. I'm answering questions with intelligent questions, because if we don't ask the nitty-gritty, we go into the nitty-gritty of the situation, like what Mr. Morgan is doing, is dissecting it. For those of us who are anatomists and pathologists here, we know what dissection is. You have to tear it apart into smaller particles, like weathering, breaking down into smaller particles, agents of denudation. Let's use our brains to deduce that Kathy was only playing a middleman to please his father, gain vengeance against Papa J, but in the same vein, bringing his father to supremacy level, so that by the time the news of the missing child come, Nigerians with their gullibility and emotional betrayal of blackmail will pity a crippled or disabled lady, forgetting about what we were talking about, Suleiman, and face Jeremiah.
And they were trying to divert my attention from Suleiman to Jeremiah.
This is just the spill of the iceberg, man. This is just small wound that you open. I'm seeing how Bisola has stressed herself all through this matter, but got a reward from Ruth Matthew. That is to say, everybody should sit down and think, why was Ruth Matthew more concerned about communicating Kathy while in police station? If Kathy was not the one who went and resurrected or annihilated this particular thing. Thank you very much, and have a prosperous
God bless you, amen. I wish you the same. Yes. Thank you very much. Yes. Thank you for that intelligent contribution. Thank you, sir. You see, Nigerians, it is high time we begin to ask ourselves story. When story come online, let us begin to look. For those of you who do not understand why I came out the last time, when it was Ruth Matthew was arrested before Bisola Johnson got involved in her case, before I got involved in Ruth Matthew case. So they have cooked what they want to cook before I got involved. And their target was me. I'm one of their targets because Chioma asked me a question. And those are the questions that made me to like, hey. She said, and I asked Chioma, who are you? What is your interest in this matter? Why are you? He said, I help people. Remember, I have all this on tape. She told me that she helped people, that even during my case, she wanted to give me money, that I should tell them, I should tell her, how much do you want to spend for Suleiman's case? And I will give it to you. Mention the total amount of money you will spend for Suleiman's case. and I will give you. And I was like, who are you? I immediately, you know what I did? That message, that is sent a very strong message to me. I said, She said, don't worry, I have contact. And Professor was telling me, Chioma is this. Chioma is the two lawyers, though. They don't have any lawyer. Prof S did not have anything on ground. She was just busy lying to Nigerians. And she will come online. Yes, I have team of lawyer. I'm going to deal with Papa J. I'm going to do with this. And I will be... Eventually, I didn't know. Until I found out, I realized that it is all lies. And the next day, the lawyer... Because the first... Because the same lawyer, it was Chioma Johnson. And she said she's a lawyer. She's just trying to help. And eventually we found out that on our story. So I'm asking everyone. You are free to call in. Even if you have a contrary opinion, call in. Do you think, how did Prof S got into Ruth Matthews' case? So what is the involvement of Kashi Shuku? You've listened to the voice note. And you see, the problem I have with Cassie is because of this voice note. You remember when I played this voice note? When I exposed him, that was later. After that, I think he got arrested. So he started cursing me, looking for damage control, look for how to discredit me, how he had to go and arrange Sakama J and everything that I decided to raise money for Ruth Matthews in the UK with the foundation. It is all lies. Maureen is this, Maureen is that, Maureen is this, Maureen is that. My people, there's one thing that is constant. The same Cassie is the one dealing with Bisola. The same Cassie is dealing with Prof S. Is the one dealing with Moses. Cassie is the main person. Is the masterminder of the whole thing. Cassie gave Prof S. I came out, I told you guys that you remember after the purported arrest of Prof S, which from what I heard, he arranged it by himself just to gain public sympathy and an eventually arrest that does not have case file and everything up to today. We don't know. They said everybody in South Africa is asking, tell us the police station. Give us your case file. Where were you arrested? Where were you detained? Up to this moment, we did not hear anything. I told you guys, after that arrest, before Chioma Johnson decided to expose all the voice notes, all the conversation, I came out, I told you guys, I said Prof S is working for Suleiman. I said Prof S is working for Suleiman. And I'm still saying it, and I'm standing by it, and I'm proving it. Prof S is working for Suleiman. And their calculation was to divert my attention from Suleiman case so that I can join them to do Prof S case. To now talk about Papa J. But I found out what they were doing. And I came out that no, I will not be a party to join them. I don't like Jeremiah. Jeremiah is fake. But I will not be a party to that. Was why I opted out and I exposed them. And I said Chioma Johnson is Doris Ogala. But they did not accept when I said it. Instead, they came out. They started abusing me. They started insulting me. But I'm happy today. Let us sit down and dissect it. This is the first episode. And why is Ruth Matthews raised? Why did Prof S? Prof S, I have where you said if you raise money. The next one we are going to deal with is about raising money. It's about raising money because you've been trying to do all sorts of things since all these days. I kept quiet. I have nothing against you, and I'll continue to say it. I have nothing against you, but the truth must be told. And you see the most annoying part of the whole thing? Ruth Matthew and Prof S, they knew what they were going for. Ruth Matthew told Prof S the truth from day one. Eventually, it was another. They know what they did to Baby testimony. Jeremiah and Ruth Matthew. What happened? What kind of negotiation did you have concerning that baby? Ruth Matthew come out and tell the whole world. God will expose all of you one by one. Did you tell the whole world that was not your first time of going to Prophet Jeremiah shrine? That wasn't the first time. It's your greed that put you into that mess. Because you were looking for money. And I'm going to come back. Because I don't want it to be too long. I've said it, I will be doing it. This is episode 1. Episode 2 is coming. Now we've established the genesis of how the story decided to resurface online. It was Cassie and Suleiman Camp that decided to use it to settle scores with Jeremiah. That is it. And I've proved it with Cassie's voice notes and Cassie involvement. Because if you have any police case, why would I call back Cassie? Why? What is the relationship between Cassie and Ruth Matthew that Cassie will be the first point of call in that situation? How come Cassie have Ruth Matthew family's number? Why? So people, let us begin to, you see, I want us to, they are the one that is adding the dot. Oh. So I want us to add the dots. We've established now that Jeremiah, this case, contracted to Prof S by Suleiman Kakos. Because at that particular time, Suleiman's story was trending. And they want to shift the attention to Jeremiah. So that was why they went and did the same thing. And your own case, Suleiman's case was a straightforward case. So I will stop here today. But I am coming back. I'll find time maybe tomorrow. We will continue from there. We start episode 2. You're going to listen to everything one by one and all the dots and involvement of Prof S and how. And I want, first and foremost, I want everybody to know that Baby's testimony story is another big scam. It is difficult. It is hard. Prof S knew the story from day one. It was a contract. And that was the reason why Suleiman came out to say, Prof S should stop. Because they are the one that gave him the job. They contracted it out to him for the first instance. So thank you, everyone. Enjoy yourself. See you tomorrow. Happy New Year. We will start tomorrow. We will stop. For those of you that want to know how the whole story started, you go and watch this. Please share it. The truth must prevail. Jeremiah is fake, but this issue of baby testimony is a different thing entirely. They rob him in so many ways. And very soon you begin to see it one by one. And Ruth Matthew should tell the whole world. And Prof S. 3 people. Professor Ruth Matthew and Jeremiah, they should tell the whole world, where is that baby? What kind of arrangement does Ruth Matthew have with Jeremiah concerning testimony? You see, very soon, more truth will come out. Thank you, everyone. Good night. See you tomorrow. Bye. Until I come your way, until I come your way again, I remain Maureen Badejo. I will always be me. Thank you, everyone. Bye.